What's going on, everyone? Sean here on our survival channel, Sean Survival, with my assistant, Reginald.
Hi, I'm Reginald.
Reggie, also known as Reginald, who we're going to call Reggie in this video, we're going to go over some things like fire building and even shelter building. And for all you know, some things might come up that might be a little concerning for his health.
What?
So right now, we're clearing a little space. Reggie's gathering branches for our fire. We're going to clear a little space. It's going to be a nice section that we could get a good space to have a fire going and know that the leaves around us aren't going to break down. And so we're just going to clear out this circle some more and work pretty... You know, I really like when Reggie comes out to shoot these with us because I feel like he's an added personality that we need. But sometimes I feel like I need to babysit him in a way because... What are you doing? Reggie, you okay, buddy? No. Never pee uphill. Don't pee uphill. It'll hit your shoes. Don't. No. Pee downhill. Pee downhill. Sorry about that. We took care of it. He gets a little off sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it should be in the final cut, but that's up to the producers because they have their own interpretation of what's going on. Even though he's a little delicate, you know, he has his quirks like we all do, but I hope it doesn't hinder fire building because he might be afraid of fire, and if he is, then it's not productive to us.
Fire bad.
So now that we've, dilly-dallied a little bit, Reggie and I, what's up, Reg? We put some stuff together just to get the ball rolling. Now, we got a little fire table built up. It's a square box. It's a basic fire maneuver. It's easier for keeping the fire afloat. We got our pile of wood over there. We cleared our circle. There's nothing around us other than some wet leaves that could burn up. So we'll move those a little bit after, which is probably not the right idea, but it's okay. We have a controlled fire. It's in a controlled area. What I'm using to light the fire today is a little flint and steel. We got a steel knife going on. And the way we're going to move forward with this is just we're going to be nice and careful. We're going to come up underneath the fire. Now, I don't have gloves on, so I'm going to lean it near my boot so that if anything comes back, I'm going to go on the bottom side so that it hits the boot and not my face. You always have to be prepared, though, with an open knife of possibly dropping it, cutting yourself. So when you close the knife, make sure you close it properly. Be diligent of your knife, especially with Reggie around. We don't want him getting stabbed by accident. So I'm going to light our fire. Now, when you take your flint and steel, you want to hit it on a direct and strong push. Okay? So let's do a practice push. You want to get it nice, because if you don't get it properly, it's not going to light. You won't get sparks. So I'm really going to do this now.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
So Reggie and I, we moved our location a little bit because we don't want to be near the burning embers, smoke inhalation, stuff like that. So we don't want to possibly risk it. Now, if you're in the woods and you don't have a tarp and rope like we do, you're going to need to build your own lean-to. But for the sake of time and different things like that, we're going to use our rope and our tarp. So I'm just going to cut this open. Now, a safety tip when you're cutting things open, always cut away from you, down and away. You cut up, you could risk coming back at you. You cut this way, you could risk cutting yourself. And always watch that thumb. That thumb could get caught. So we're going to just give a nice quick slice and get our rope open. And then once we do that, we're going to cut. Reggie and I are going to hang our rope and our tarp, and we'll have a little fort. See you in a bit. Okay, so everyone, we're back. Reggie and I set up our tent here. And if you come on over, we did a simple little noose because it's easier to hold on to the wood. And what we'll do is we'll just make sure that's a little bit tighter. What Reg did for me is he tied up that side pretty well. And you... Reg? Reg? Uh-oh. Got rule number 1, never leave Reg alone. Oh my. Yeah, that's a problem. Reg, you okay, buddy?
Put me down.
Put you down. So, big thing we learned on that one is always know where your friends are, your teammates, your video partners, whatever the hell you want to call Reg. Just watch over Reg. It's important. If you ever see him walking down the street without one of us or someone accompanying him, ask him if he's lost. Check on Reg. Because you know what, that goes for anybody. If they look lost, make sure you check on your fellow man. And we didn't have time really to do a take on how to fix Reg's leg, because I had to fix it real quick. With the limited supplies that we had, we didn't even have a proper leg splint. So we got 2 pieces of log. Let's take a look at Reg. We got 2 pieces of log for Reg. And we got a thin one here that we put on the inner part of his leg. It's not thinner, I don't mean thickness, full complete thickness. It's a little thinner than the right one. But the thinner one here, we put the shorter side in so he could walk with it. And the thick one here, it's good to have the thick one so he could balance on it more. We're trying to keep his bones in place. He broke it in, you good, Reg? He broke it in 4 places. How do I know? If you look at his skin, he's got a couple bumps in it that don't usually belong there. That's a problem. So what we know this is now is we're gonna call an ambulance. We're gonna hope we could get out of the woods somewhere that way and get Reg some help. Reg, you're not dying. You broke your leg. Well, just back to the overall topic. All I'm gonna have to say about this is welcome to the don'ts of survival. Number 1, don't bring Reg. Number 2, always properly prepare your place where you're going to light a fire. Number 3, dress properly. Number 4, try to bring everything you need if you're going camping or hiking. That might happen if you get injured or you need food or water, whether that be a life straw or you have a bow and arrow and you see the deer coming by. And be prepared. It's important. And just to repeat rule number 1, don't bring Reg.